Hello and welcome again to WOT Tactics. What we've got here, I'll just stop a moment just so that I can introduce the battle to you. What we've got here is a team battle, and we've got to capture the enemy base, and the map is Lakeville, and we've got 4 heavy tanks, a tank destroyer and 2 scouts versus 6 heavy tanks and a scout. Now the reason why I wanted to show you this battle is that we are actually up against a very, very strong team. Okay, I have no way to show it to you right now, but believe me, the enemy team is very, very, very strong, and we have practically no chance of winning this game. Well, in theory we do, but in practice we don't. And we've got to obviously capture base 2, and so the best thing to do really is to take position up here along these houses, wait to see if they come up, and if not, push and see what we can do. But to be very honest, at the start of this battle I'm not very hopeful. I know we're gonna lose. The enemy is just far too strong, and it will show very soon, because as you can see, as soon as we stick our nose out, there they are. And unfortunately I don't reverse fast enough to avoid being hit, and I lose 700 HP in the space of 1 second. That's really bad, and there's no point in me going any further. They'll just blow me to smithereens. So the best thing I can hope to do is rely on the 2 IS-3s here and maybe do a bit of a flanking maneuver and hope to deal some damage on the side of the tanks. But just look how they push. I mean, it's incredible. Look at that. They're almost unstoppable. It's as if they're attacking and not us. But wait a minute. Well, we should be able to do a bit of damage there. Okay, and then I get rushed by this by this 110, and then an IS-3. And I know. Look at this. I know I'm gonna die. I know I'm gonna die. But what's going on here? It's brilliant. Never mind the fact that I got destroyed. I was expecting that. We've got 2 of our teammates, namely the 2 light tanks, capturing the enemy base, and in the meantime they've also destroyed their scout, which means that the enemy has only got heavy tanks, and they're still taken up. They still insist, stupid them, in dealing damage and killing, when really they should be concerned with defending base. And by the time they destroy the last of our heavy tanks, it's 29 seconds left to try and defend the base. And look at that. Beauty to watch. 2 light tanks in the enemy base, only about 15 seconds to go. Will they make it? Will the enemy make it back to base to defend or reset? Well, I'm pretty sure they will not. They're just too slow and they're too far. Now, that just shows the benefit of having, first of all, 2 light tanks instead of just the 1, because 2 light tanks can get rid of the enemy light tank. But especially if both survive and both go for cap, the capture time is very much reduced. And on a map like this, like Lakeville, capturing the alternative base can work because the 2 bases are very far apart. Now, such a tactic might not work on a map like Ghost Town because the bases are relatively near to each other. Maybe even on a Siegfried line it might be a problem, but definitely on Lakeville it's definitely worth doing because the 2 bases are so far apart, and the team, in all their arrogance of knowing that they were stronger than us and just wanted to deal damage at all costs, have actually rushed us, which meant that they have actually gone even further away. So this shows what a bad tactical move theirs was. You see 2 enemy two light tanks on the enemy team. Keep one along here, sort of there, just to make sure if anybody comes along you can get back to base as quickly as possible, or at least stay behind base 2, which allows you to control also base 1. Instead, in their arrogance, they all went further and all the way up against us. They tried to rush us. By doing so, yes, they destroyed all of our heavy tanks, but by doing so they stretched themselves even further away from the alternative base, to the point that by the time they were finished with us, and they could then deal with our light tanks capturing the base, it was simply too late, and we won. And I'm sorry, but I'm quite pleased about that. Serves them right. Thank you very much for watching.